Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club. Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast for the first week of July 2019, 1st to 5th of July. So, first of all, I would like to take the opportunity and to wish Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian followers and all the Canadian friends watching it. Also, I would like to take the opportunity and to wish Happy 1st of July to USA followers. I hope you guys from Canada and from USA have wonderful celebrations, happy time with your beloved ones, and wonderful memories to take with you for the life journey. So let's begin with the weekly forecast. First step, as every single week. First of all, I'm sorry I cannot use a camera this week, so just voice. So as every week, we will be going through the previous week forecast. We will review it to see what worked, what failed, what is still relevant, what has to be updated, and see some new opportunities as well. Okay, so we'll be reviewing that, and on Monday I will be publishing this video text format in my blog. So on Monday, just come back to the blog vladimirribakov.com or just come back to the video, and in the description below the video you will find the link going directly to this text format. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing we discussed about was the euro versus the pound. Was looking for lower lows and then sell the rallies, or new high and looking for sell opportunities. So let's take a look quickly what did happen here. We never managed to get a low. That's what we wanted to see. Never managed to get a low. We did manage to get a new high. So what's next with this pair? We are still around the critical area 0.90 up to 0.91. This is the place where I expect a move down to start and to build up. The divergence is there. Both, actually not just both, more weekly bearish hidden, daily bearish continuing divergence, and the 4-hour chart with its own divergence. So the only thing we are missing here is the official turnaround. Official turnaround means lower lows after the false breakout, which we still did not get, or 3 lower highs, 3 lower lows to start identification for the bearish trend, and then sell retraces. None of these scenarios yet happened, so we would still want to play that safer. The best way would be, of course, this is the current trend line, this is the most recent low, as we have that on the current developing divergence. So if we go below the trend line and this low, that should be a good place to look for the sells. Alternatively, if this continues to climb, no problems with that, the closer we get to the 0.90, the stronger this divergence would be. Always take the most official low as it rallies, get the most recent trend line with the lows, and by the break of these two, look for the trade opportunity. So this is my plan for the euro versus the pound. Now, euro versus the Kiwi, we were bearish and we expected to see the move down. One of the scenarios was to get one more fake breakout on the daily chart. The other one was 2 waves on the 4-hour and move down all the way, and of course a range. So what did we have in that place was the 2 waves movement. Basically developed this way. Not the most classical 2 waves, but yet correct. It also broke this range together, trend line and this ranging cycle. And since the breakout, we got the movement as we wanted to see. So what's next with this pair? We are approaching to the targets from the daily time frame. This is the 38.2. We theoretically have all the room down to 50%, and that means it's good time to start considering the cash out. So I do believe we should see some fights here, this divergence to develop, and very likely game would be over. So for all those of you who are riding the sells, as we get this divergence come in play, this is the time to cash out and enjoy the profits. Most likely a week after, we will be discussing about opportunities for possible buys. As for now, it's not the case. Just manage your sales and enjoy the profits. And I would like to take 20 seconds of your time. And if you are new to the channel, first of all, I would like you to encourage you to subscribe us and my channel to enjoy from my work and all the videos and the educational materials I have for you in the channel. To do so, just go to the subscribe button below the video and make sure to enable the notification ring. Also, I would like to invite you to join our totally free Telegram channel for trading ideas, articles, video strategies, and many more great things for you. And last but not least, I invite you to join my live trading rooms and get all the trading ideas inside the trading report on daily regular basis. Back to the charts. The next one on our list was the New Zealandian Canadian, and we were expecting a rally to happen in 2 waves, and then we are switching to sells. So let's take a look what happened here. This is still the first leg, very likely. I expect something like that to happen, one more push, and then we're going to sell. So watching on a lower time frame, we are developing here some sort of divergence. I do expect some corrections, after that one more push and sells. So this one goes pretty good for us and pays. Pound Aussie was one of our rock stars, and it paid, and paid big time. Long story short, we are with the weekly cycle expecting 2 waves from the daily chart, and that was the plan, to see a new highs here and basically break of the trend line to lead for the sell. And boom, here we are, built the 2 waves as we wanted, not new high but 2 waves, blocked on the resistance and broke below the rallying trend line. After that, we can see yourself the classical movement and the structure of lower highs, lower lows, continuing further. So one of the rock stars in our performance from previous week. This is the target where I'm heading, closer to the psychological level 180. Very likely we would see some bounces here. There is a chance we will continue lower, but as for now, this is where I would be looking to cash out. So Pound Aussie makes its job. Now pay attention to the amazing statistical factor. As we got closer to the end of the month and the beginning of the new months, the move down got the pressure, and it actually happened before the official beginning of July, but the closer we get to the most powerful days for reversals, and you can see this is coming from the crystal ball, right? We were talking about it on the previous week. The closer we got, the stronger the bearish reaction we got immediately. Numbers, it's all in the numbers. New Zealandian dollar, our plan was bullish, so retraces and buys for continuation to the upside. And here we are. Little retraces though, and continuation higher. So what's next with this pair? As the weekly divergence is, last divergence is still bullish, and the daily that creates for us higher highs, I think there is more to go. But I would be careful here, to be honest. Why? Due to the fact that this could simply turn to be some 2 waves with a blockage here. So would carefully approach here. If you ride the uptrend, this fact with the divergences is an amazing place to cash out. Again, take the money, and I believe we will face some reversals here. As per the levels, you need to, this is the corrective cycle, measure the cycles. We are first area is right here, about 20 pips, and the next area is slightly higher. But I think the way it develops, this is going to be critical zone. Also, take in fact, there's a clearance area here. So the closer we get there, the stronger the short-term pressure should be. I believe further on, continuation up, but at this stage I would not look to do anything long-term decisions. So I believe we're coming closer to the reversal area. Now if you take a look on the statistics, you'll discover that 4, which is by the end of the coming week, 4, 6 very powerful days, as you can see, and again very strong resistance area we have here. So this, the closer we get here to the days, the stronger the pressure would be on the short term to the sells. So this is for the New Zealand dollar, the update for us. Enjoy the cash out and make sure to take your profits. Euro dollar, we were bullish and we are riding the buys as we broke here. So far so good, develops beautifully. What's next with this pair? According to the weekly cycle, still heading further. 116-ish should be the final destination target, meaning I still think we are going higher. Any retraces should be providing us opportunities for a buy. So what could happen here? We might be facing this range for the breakout and continuation, or developing 2 waves and then a breakout. Okay, basically as long as this trend line holds and rallies, the idea is bullish. So every retrace to happen, still looking for the buys. Going good so far, pace so far. Dollar Canadian, one of the most beautiful paychecks we got from the market this week. Sell the rallies was the plan, expecting a new low to be reached. Boom, here we are. We got a small correction to the upside and new low. As closer we get to the 130, this is the place. Also, you can see how many clearances areas we have here, how many stop losses will be located here. I think this is the place where we should be looking to cash out. So 4-hour chart, basically look what happens here. We develop the 2 waves, we approach to the 100. This is a magnetical area, as you can see, right here. Strong zone. Likely to see some sort of divergence or slow down on that part. So yeah, in this area, I would expect slow down, some bullish reactions. To see that better in terms of the slowdown, look at the 4-hour chart, how good it starts to look like. So something like that, very likely. Right, slow down, divergence, and then rallies. Well, I believe it will take some time, but definitely want to pay attention to. And take a look on the massive numbers we have here. Also, look at the supportive zones here and look 4 and then 7 and 9. Critical days coming, as you can see here from the crystal ball. So the closer we get here, the stronger the slowdown would be, and a likely bullish reaction to start build up on the next coming weeks. EUROZ, another rockstar of the week. 2 waves, breakout, and we are bearish. So look what happened since. 2 waves, breakout, bearish, riding down. So far so good. As per the daily double cycle, short-term target would be the 38.2. Very close for the cash out. Reaching there, make a V, take the majority of your money, let the rest run. Why? Because if this weekly hidden divergence takes place, it might turn to be longer cycle to the downside. So enjoy the ride if it comes. Also, the rising trend line is broken. So very likely for deeper movement here. So enjoy the sells. Nothing else to say with the euro versus the Aussie. Pound Canadian, this one failed. I was expecting a retrace from the area of 167.50. We got a beautiful breakout of the trend line, not more than that. Let's take a look what happens here. We never got higher highs, but we did have a trend line broken, and was fake breakout and failed by breaking the new low. So what's next with this pair? Due to the bullish divergence, I again believe there is a good reaction coming. It will take some time. The next level would be 165 area, maybe a bit lower. This is the critical zone again, where I expect some reactions to the upside. Divergence is developing. So what's to do with this situation? Two options. Option number one, still the same trend line. As we break, we rally with retraces, of course. Option number two, and my favorite, is if we can get false breakout, higher highs, and then buy retraces. So pound CAD failed in the first opportunity due to the divergence developing. We'll be looking for some reaction from this area. This is for the pound versus the Canadian. Don't rush here. Let the setup happen. Let the setup happen. This is a very common mistake traders do. Oh, it looks bullish, let's buy. No. Wait for your setup. No setup, no trade. Euro yen, we were bullish, expecting two waves. 1, 2. The idea with the euro yen is the weekly triple cycle, the weekly divergence, the daily confirmation for the divergence with its double bottom from previous week with the bullish divergence, rising trend line breakout as well happening this week. So what we wanted to see was the 4-hour chart, two waves, 1, 2. So great place again for cash out. Enjoy the profits. Let the rest run, because according to the weekly divergence, this is what should come. 1, 2, or range movement, right? Weekly divergence, daily corrective cycle. What levels to pay attention to for this reaction to the downside, possibly to the downside? Mark the two rolling cycles. And here you go. Magnet zone, one zone, magnet zone. These are the places where you could expect bearish reaction with this bearish divergence. So as we reach these levels, mark the trend line, mark the rising trend line, and with the breakout we can see some pullbacks, and then very likely continuation. So remember, according to the daily cycle and the weekly divergence, we should face two waves or a range. This or other way around by retraces with bullish evidences is a good sign. Before I move on to the commodities, which were amazing, one new opportunity, Australian versus the dollar, which has a bullish divergence for us in this cycle. Beautiful combo on the daily time frame as well, with a false breakout. Great pattern, divergence, falling trendline breakout, and now making the principle of higher highs. Not yet, coming close. So assuming it's going to happen, I believe this is what we're facing. Two waves or some sort of a range, but again to the upside. So what to pay attention to? First of all, the cash rate in Australia this coming week. Not just the number which expected to be a cut, but also to the outcome of the meetings, what they predict for the future. Also pay attention to the G20 meeting, USA-China relationships, that could be effective. And as we go here above the zone and get closer to these areas, all that are stop loss zones. As we clear here, each of the levels could provide a short-term sells. What to be careful of if we suddenly with one leg cross below 61.8 Fibo with one leg due to the news or whatever, that would be a warning sign to step back from the bullish view. Okay? So this is the new one joining in our list looking for the buy opportunity. So let's go back to the commodities. Silver and gold, expected drop and continuation. So here we are, the drop happens, expecting the continuation. Now, I would be careful with silver at that moment. We do have some divergence against. It does look like triple double here. So it's basically a neutral scenario for me at that moment. I believe higher. I will be very, very careful here. And with the gold, the expectations was to go further. Previous week we were slightly below 1400, and I was expecting that to continue all the way higher, and it did. We got it right on 1440. What's next? I believe we are coming soon to the end. Buy retraces is still the favorite thing. As closer as we get to 1460 up to 1480, this divergence would very likely build up and then sells. But we're still far away. So enjoy the current rallies and the buy we had all the way since the break of this trend line. Dollar index, our view was bearish. Let's take a quick look here. We're continuing lower, pushing it all the way down. Here, right? Expecting it to go lower. 38 and 50 of the weekly cycle. So getting there. Still the target here. So sell the rallies is still the plan. For the index remaining bearish, oil. The idea was rallies, looking for buy opportunities. So right now we are building up the second leg to the downside, right? So I would expect something like that here. Still the same plan. And that's pretty much it for the coming week. A lot of great opportunities, a lot of paychecks from the market. Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi, Pound Aussie, Dollar CAD, Dollar Index, and a lot more. So that looks good. A lot of Euro Dollar, of course, New Zealandian Dollar, New Zealand CAD. I can continue Euro Yen, Gold, and so on. Anyway, you saw that. One failed, Pound CAD, wasn't good. Looking further for the next opportunity. And remember, in the business of trading, it's only and all in the numbers. As simple as that. You lose one, you win one. Make sure when you win more than you lose when you are wrong. It's a game of numbers. It's a business of statistics. Call it as you want. Numbers is the main thing here. You want the pluses to be bigger than your minuses. It might sound like a cliche, but that's where you have to head your focus to. So I would like to once again to invite you to the live trading rooms on weekly basis. We have day after day. On a weekly basis we have the live trading room. On daily basis we have the live meetings, the live trading rooms. Day after day, week after week. Besides the live trading rooms, you receive also the trading reports, which include all the trading opportunities, setups, ideas, and the update and the follow-up. And the last thing to end with, this is the summertime. There's a special offer I prepared for my community and my followers. In the blog, you will find the post, Vladimir Summer Blitz. Read carefully these offers. This offer is temporary and it gives you the access to my trader workshop. Read carefully this page, and besides that, you can get access to any of the trading systems. Any of them, including the Delta of Jordans. So go to this list, Summer Blitz, in the blog. Make sure to read carefully. and enjoy this amazing opportunity, an amazing offer we prepared for our community in the summertime. That's all for this week. Previous week was amazing. Keep in mind, this week, the 4th of July, the non-farm payrolls, the G20, the OPEC meetings, things might go a bit slower at some part of the week. So wait for your setups. I will repeat, wait for your setups. Never force a setup or chase the market. As simple as that. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a wonderful trading week. I'll see you in the next one.